A Saree for Ammi, written by Mamta Nainy, illustrated by Sandhya Prabhat, published by Toleka Publishers. The buffaloes have all had a good wash in the village pond and now gone to sleep. My sister Sadaf, too, is dozing off. Abba is busy doing what he does in the afternoons, tying threads. And Ammi is doing what she does best, weaving at the loom. Ammi weaves the most wonderful sarees in the world, in pinks and yellows and greens, with prints of mangoes, peacocks, birds, leaves, and flowers. Ammi says that we have been making these sarees for a long time. She tells us that long ago our great great grandparents used to live in Mysore. I don't know where this is, but I will ask Ammi and tell you later. Then one day the king of Kota called many weaver families here, and since then we have been living in our small village in Kaithoon in Kota. Ammi, Abba, Sadaf, and I, all of us work on the sarees. Abba dyes the threads into bright colors, and Ammi does the weaving. Sadaf and I help her. Ammi's fingers move to the click-clack sound of the loom as if flying in air. Sometimes it takes months for her to just make one saree. Abba goes to the hearth to sell the sarees. Sometimes Ammi also goes with him. Ammi makes so many sarees, but she doesn't wear any of them. I only see her wearing old, worn-out salwar kameezes. Today, Ammi finished a really beautiful saree. I asked her to keep it for herself, but she said it was for selling. If we keep the sarees, how will we eat? She told me with a fat frown on her forehead. I sometimes don't quite get what Ammi says. We don't eat sarees, do we? I want my Ammi to wear the sarees she makes. Sadaf always says that can happen only if we buy her the sarees. But how can we? Buying means money, and we don't have very much. Then I get an idea. I go and shake Sadaf awake. Let's break our gulak. I tell her, we can use that money to buy Ammi a saree. Sadaf and I have been putting into our gulak all the loose change that we get when Ammi sends us to buy anything from the bazaar. But what about the list that we have made of all the things we want to buy with the gulak money? Sadaf asks. For long, Sadaf and I have been thinking of new ways to spend the money, while the pile inside the gulak slowly grew. These days, when we peep inside, we can see the silver glint. The gulak is full. What matters more to you, Ammi or the things? I ask Sadaf in a grown-up voice. Sadaf makes a face and mumbles, Ammi. We pull out the gulak from under the bed. We go outside and smash it into pieces. The many coins come rushing out. Sadaf counts the money, but she says it's not enough. This money can buy Ammi a towel, not a saree. What do we do now, we wonder. This time, Sadaf had an idea. What if we sell all the old things lying around to Jammu Kaka, the scrap dealer? Sadaf and I collect old paper, empty bottles, and old metal tins lying about in the house. We also collect whatever scrap we can find outside. Then we go to Jammu Kaka, whose shop is at the far end of the school street, and sell the junk. Then we go to Jammu Kaka, whose shop is at the far end of the school street, and sell the junk. We get some more money. Sadaf counts it and sighs. This money can buy Ammi a dupatta, not a saree. We take the longer route home, walking through the wheat fields. The dry winds bend the golden wheat ears arranged in neat lines. They always remind me of the worshippers at Eid prayers in the village mosque. While walking, we think hard. How about coloring threads for Ammi Khala? I ask after 10 minutes of walking and thinking. Ammi Khala lives in the house next door. She also makes sarees, but not as good as Ammi's. She sometimes asks us to color threads for her and gives us some money in return. One time, we also helped her with the weaving of the saree that she needed to finish quickly. Sadaf and I spend 2 hours coloring threads for Ammi Khala. Good work, girls, Khala says and presses some money into her hands. Sadaf adds it to the money we already have and then says, "This money is." Just as my face starts falling, she screams, "Just enough to buy Ammi a saree." We both dance off to the hearth. Cycle rickshaws clatter along the streets. Shops and shoppers fill the market. Today, Sadaf and I are shoppers too. From the same shop where Abba sells the saris that Ammi makes, we will be buying a sari for her, a sari that she has made and she can wear. But when Sadaf and I give that sari to Ammi, what will she say, we wonder. The end. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment and share.